Alright, we are back again, guys, and in today's video, we're gonna discuss how basically I built my self-confidence, and this is something that didn't happen only in couple days. This is not something that happened in 1 week, 2 weeks, or 1 month. What I mean about that, if you're looking to build confidence, you have to bear in mind that it's gonna be a long journey until the day you die. Exactly, because the road is very tricky. There's a lot of ups and downs, and you gotta make sure that you gotta keep fighting no matter what. In other words, you gotta learn how to bet in yourself. And how I started building my own self confidence actually is by starting small. Is that I put my word on the table and saying that I am dedicated to go to the gym. And then more you say you're gonna do something and then you do it, that's gonna really build self-esteem and confidence within yourself. You know what I mean by how many times we have a lot of people that talks too much in a way like, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this and become that. But by the end of the day, they're the ones that don't do anything. Do you really think that they're gonna have a high self-esteem and confidence? Not really, you know. So when I first started building my confidence, it wasn't like when I was 16. You know, I used to be bullied at school. No one really wanted to be my friend, and I wasn't that really popular. Plus, I was fat as well, so it's not like it's something that we could work. I could work on at that time. I wasn't that knowledgeable, but there is something that I learned is that step by step, brother, step by step. What I mean by step is that start slowly and small. Say that, okay, this week I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, or I'm going to study this, or I'm going to build this. And more you say it out loud and then you follow it with action, trust me, it's going to lead toward the right direction. It's gonna start building up very very slowly. And you have to keep in mind that we all faces doubt on ourselves. Oh, I doubt I'm going to do it. I doubt that I can handle this sort of situation. And doubting yourself is completely human. But don't doubt yourself to a level where you will basically talk bad about your own self. And for me, this is something that really occurred in my early stages where I was self talking to myself in a very negative way, and it didn't really end up well. So if you keep talking shit about yourself, that kind of like, I was kind of like accepting the fact that what other people were saying about me was true. And more they repeated it around me, more I really start to believe in it. And that's why I decided not to hang out with those sorts of people, because you gotta learn who you hang out with. You are who you hang out with. So if you hang out with people that are always bringing you down, what do you expect by the end of the day? You're gonna be just like them, you know? And for me, where I built my whole self confidence comes from the fact of having the foundations. Remember that example when I said, if you want to build anything in this life, you need to have pillars. Anyway, it's a beautiful metaphor that you could use is when you're building a house, you need to have the proper pillars. You cannot build a house with 3 pillars. I mean, you can still build a house with 3 pillars, but is it going to be sustainable and so on? But this is the whole point of this metaphor. Anything that you're going to be building in this future, you need to provide the right foundations. And my foundation that I implemented in my life was fitness and physical activity and going to the gym. Because basically, what I've understood from it is that more I do physical activities, more I'm gonna become stronger. If I'm stronger physically, then I'm gonna be probably stronger mentally as well. But the gym has taught me so many tools and so many things that actually really boost up my confidence. You know, when you start going to the gym in the early stages and you don't see results, it's fine. It is fine, and I know it's hard because you don't probably have the right informations or you don't have the right guidance for that. And that's why if you're struggling with that, just book a growth call with me. We're gonna sit down and figure out how I can help you. You know, But this is what fitness has taught me, is that I said that I'm gonna look like this and I want to look like this, and I'm willing to sacrifice everything for that. Not everything, but work my ass off for that. And that's what the gym has taught me. More I was starting to see results, more I was lifting heavier, more I was feeling stronger, the better it was, and the better my confidence was getting better. And it stands the same thing for any other things that you are currently doing. If you are looking to build confidence, confidence is not built in your comfort zone. Confidence is built outside of your comfort zone. So growth happens outside of your comfort zone. So don't expect yourself that you're gonna be very confident if you're not facing any sorts of challenges in your life. And if you're because when I see what I mean by challenges is that I went through a lot of challenges, and every single challenge that I had was for me an opportunity for me to become better and to grow. So you really have to position yourself in a different lens for you to really extract all the life lessons out of every single failure. And you have to believe me on this, is that you cannot talk negative about yourself. And this is something that really cost me a lot of time in my life, because I was saying that I could never be in that position. I could never have that body. I could never make that sort of income. Actually, I'm a failure. And all those words of the bullies, of the teachers that were bullying me as well, were resonating in my head. I needed to prove this not to them. I needed to prove this to myself, because I let myself down. And it was time for me to start really switching by saying, I could do it. I will do it, and watch me do it. Enough is enough, brother. If you want something in this life, you gotta get your ass up and go and chase it. Don't talk to me about starting next week or the week after. Step by step. And that's why, if you keep that positive mindset and saying that no matter what, I'm pretty sure I could handle the situation or anything that comes to your life, you're gonna handle it. Because 95% of life, it's hard. And we're all seeking for those little 5%. And what I've seen is that throughout time, when I built my confidence, throughout this succession of actions that I was doing on a daily basis, the succession of me saying that I'm going to do it, and then I talk the talk, and then I walk the walk, slowly and slowly my confidence started building up to a level where I'm actually able to help others. And that's very, very important, because what have worked for me could also work for other people. And I totally understand it is hard in the beginning. It is hard where that you don't see results in a very long time, but you have to keep showing up. You have to keep putting in the work, brother. You can no longer start talking negative about yourself. And for me, what I'm seeing, that what I was currently doing, which is my profession is a personal trainer. So I transform people's life and get them to the gym and make them lose weight. What I've seen is that all the things that I was doing to myself was actually helping other people. So that kind of built up my confidence within that field of or within my field of expertise. You know, you can be good in anything if you dedicate the right amount of time for it. But obviously, if you dedicate your energy towards the wrong path, you can do that 100 times and you will still not see progress. But this is why sometimes you gotta take a step back and work smart. Take a step back and face reality. Face your horizon. So, to sum up all of this, building confidence is a succession of actions. And it all starts from your physique and how you look. If you look yourself in the mirror and you don't like what you see, you don't appreciate what you see, then do something about it. You know, do something about it. I know it's tough. I've been there, done there. And if you need some guidance and need some help, you can book a free call with me. We can sit down and talk to see if I could help you out. But you have to keep in mind that if you want to build your confidence, it's not gonna be in your comfort zone, but it sure thing is gonna be outside of your comfort zone. So start becoming comfortable while being uncomfortable.